Hey, what's going on? It's me from V Love and Tarot. Hope you're doing well. Today's pick a card reading is what is coming next in your date. Who's coming next? What will your next date be? We're going to figure it all out. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, please subscribe. If you're not, thank you for returning. Pile number 1, you have Wally the Whale. Pile number 2, you have Mrs. Chickadee. And pile number 3, we have this seashell in a box. This ocean in a box. So choose your piles, and if you're new to pick a cards, this is how we do things. We collect our thoughts and we push them aside a little bit so we can really connect with our intuition. And our intuition will tell us which direction to go towards. 1, 2, 3. I always suggest doing that first and then choosing with your eyes or your favorite numbers or maybe the positions of the objects for your second or third option. And the other suggestion is if you have time to watch the full video so that you can see if maybe one pile resonates with you the most, and maybe it will be in alignment with what your intuition chose. You'll get to see how it works in that way, opposed to choosing with your eyes. You'll see a pattern, you know. So that's how I learned. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get into the piles. Timestamps are always below. Pile number 1, you chose the Wally the Whale. Hello, friends. So let's see what your next date is going to be like. Who is your next date? Who will you date next? Pile number 1. Pile number 1. Pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. Think of yourself while I shuffle. Okay. Oh my gosh, too many cards. Okay, you have sports and fitness. Thin body. Law enforcement. Quiet time. Oh, that was here. And then I shuffled it back in. Awesome. And hard labor. Okay, friends. So this is my Who deck. Part 1, part 2. Oh my gosh, part 1, part 2. Part 2 has occupations. Part 1 is about looks, personalities, interests, hair color, etc. Signs. Alright, so if you're interested, I do have them over my Etsy, my eBay, and for dirt cheap via my Instagram. So you know, this person, I feel like they could have a physique body, a fit body, nice physique, because you have a lot of, you know, hard labor energy. You have sports and fitness with the hard labor and law enforcement, and you got thin body. So this person probably works out every single day. Maybe they have like this, you know, exercise regimen. So this person could be very attractive, you know, physically. This person probably works for like maybe some kind of community job, you know. You have law enforcement, so maybe they work for the community, in the community. Maybe they're a security guard, law prevention. You have police officer, federal officer, investigations, and corrections. So working with the law, enforcing the law, that can be their job. You have hard labor here, so maybe, yeah, maybe they have like that, you know, that typical job where you see them wearing a uniform and you can pinpoint, or you can point them out, you know what job they are doing, you know. It's that maybe it could be that kind of job. And the other thing could be, you know, they work hard on their bodies, they work hard for their money. You have quiet time, so I think this is saying that they deal a lot with the people. Very people, people friendly, servicing the people, servicing the community. And so when they're off the clock, they want quiet time. They want to be able to, you know, wind down and de-stress. They could have a high-end stressful job. Okay. The next thing I want to pull, I'm going to pull these fun cards. See if anything comes out. Tell me more about this person. Any more? Pile number one. Pile number one. Pile number one. Date. Who will your next date be? Pile number one. Tell me more about this person. I think when you see them, you're probably going to do like a double take. They probably look very good in a uniform as well. Okay, you have big, so they probably have big muscles. They probably have big head, big teeth. You have creepy. Creepy, interesting. That could mean so many different things. Number one, they could love creepy movies. Maybe they're into horror movies. Maybe their job is very creepy. And maybe it takes a type of person to do the job that they do. You know, like dealing with crime, you know, etc. Honest. So they are honest soul here. You have single, all good, because that's what you want them to be. If you're gonna be dating them, right? And you have truthful. So yeah, oh wow, that's funny. You got honesty and truthful here. And they're all green. And you know me, I shuffle my cards like crazy. So that's very interesting. So creepy, honest, single, truthful, big, quiet time, hard labor. Okay. Now let's see what your life would be like. Or how is this date gonna go? Like, this date. You know what? No, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm gonna ask more. How would this relationship turn out? If you guys were to turn this into a relationship, how will this relationship turn out? How will this relationship turn out if you guys were to date further and really get to know each other? How will this date turn out? Alright, you got the fire. Justice stops reassessment. Okay, you got some kind of chemical reaction here. So you guys really vibing with each other. You got the passion. You got the passion, the fashion perhaps. I don't know. Maybe this person dresses nice. The word fashion came out for a reason. The garden, friends, gatherings, party. Okay, so you guys will have a good time. You guys will have, you both will be in good company. You both will have, yeah, you both will have a lot of things in common. You guys will be able to vibe really well. You might even have mutual friends. How would your date turn out if you guys were to take this further? You have the book here, secrets, knowledge, learning, getting to know each other more. Getting to know each other more and finding each other very intriguing. And the horseshoe, resources, money, and wit. So this tells me that you guys could either work really, really well together. You guys probably, maybe you guys will meet in a social setting. I think it's going to be a social setting. This person might be very good at making money, very well known, very good networker. They're probably very financially set. Yeah, they're probably financially stable because the type of job that they do, they probably work a lot of hours. All right, so now I'm gonna pull some love cards. So I'm using Love on the Brain from Gifted Souls. Awesome baby. This is the first baby, and this is my Text from the Ex deck here. I love to mix them together. All right, what messages want to come through? I'm just gonna read these to you. Pile number one, what messages want to come through from your person? This person you're going to be dating. Pile number one. What would they like to tell you? What words will be exchanged? Pile number one. Okay. What words like to be exchanged for you? Pile number one. All the decks will be links below. What words will want to be said to you? Pile number one. Okay. I had to pull a lot. I like to pull a lot to Wally the Whale. Alright, yes, let's pull a lot. Let's go first with the bottom of the deck. I feel it's time to say goodbye as we are on two separate paths. Okay. That doesn't have to say, maybe that's not something for you. Maybe it's something that they're saying to an ex that they're leaving behind. I feel it's time to say goodbye. Saying goodbye to something, maybe in order to come into your direction or be with you. And some things they might have to leave behind. I hit the jackpot with you. Wow. If I ever let you go, it's because I had to, not because I wanted to. I need you. Passionate was something I never knew existed until I met you. So I like to take votes. I like to, gather the votes, see how many positives we have compared to the negative cards, and then gather gather the votes and come to a conclusion. I want it all with you. And when can I get my stuff? Alright, so with these cards, saying goodbye, when can I get my stuff, if I ever let you go. Okay, I feel like this has to do with them leaving somebody else behind. When you meet them, they might even come from another relationship. Maybe they're not completely done with their previous relationship. But we do have singles, so it's like they're being honest. So it could be that they are in the middle of breaking up, or they're still having to do with their ex in some shape or form. Maybe they have children together, maybe they have a lot of items together, stuff like this, material stuff. So it could be that they're, leaving one relationship behind, trying to cut corners, or I'm sorry, cut ends in order to, take you and them seriously. That can be that. Now the other side could be that maybe you guys will have a rocky start. Maybe you guys will, start off a little bit on the wrong foot. It could be because this person has a big, demanding job, and maybe it's just hard to, it's hard to get together and make things work. Maybe you're demanding a person's time, and they're like, but my job comes first, and so maybe you guys start to, butt heads or whatever. But then over time, the wrinkles smooth out. I feel like it's just a matter of communication, and your person knowing that there's something worth fighting for with you. So, as long as you're being honest, as long as you're being honest and truthful, right? You guys can come to a conclusion and understanding. Like, hey, I know you love your job, you want to marry your job, but what about me? We're in this relationship together. I'm not here by myself. We're in this together. And as long as you're making, little compromises here and there, it could work. So it could be, it could be that, feeling like, oh crap, how is this going to work if you're always at work, If you're always at work, how is it going to work? But nothing that you can't, there's no freaking obstacle that you can't overcome, because if you guys really like each other, there's a lot of pizzazz, a lot of passion. You guys can make it work anytime. Okay, friend? That's what I have for you. That's what's coming next in your date life, your dating life. If this resonates, freaking awesome. If not, it probably hasn't happened yet. Give it some time. And check out my other pick cards. I have many, many, many. I'll see you next time. I'm reading all the decks I used down below, and I do have personal readings right here in my information bar. Also my Etsy. Pile 2, you chose Chickadeeks. What's going on, pile number 2? Thank you so much for your time, for your energy. Thank you for being here, always, for checking my video out. And let's dive into this. If you need more pick cards, I have a whole playlist, a whole plethora of them. And if you would like to see deck reviews or deck modifications, how to use our decks that we create, I have tutorials. Check out my V Love and Crystals channel. That was my first channel. And then I moved pick cards over here. Alright, so let's begin. Number two. New people, new energy, new messages. Who will you date next? Pile number 2. Who will you date next? Pile number 2. Who will you date next? Pile number 2. Number 2. You saw that, right? This was flipped this way. I put it back in, shuffled 1,000 times, and now look, it's here again. Okay, you got floristry. So someone who could either be good at planting things. Maybe they have a garden. Maybe they own a flower shop. Maybe they love making their own, what's it called? Maybe they love cooking. They love making their own, spells or potpourri stuff. Maybe they have a green thumb. So someone who's like the Empress energy. Someone who's like the Empress. Abundance in nature, friends, animals, family, life. So this person might have like the Midas touch energy where they touch whatever and it just grows and prospers. It turns to gold, so if you want to say that. So let's see. Yeah, I just said abundance, right? Abundance. And it's here. Stuff. This is my text from the X deck that I just used for pile 1. So yeah, they probably have a lot, like beautiful garden of some sort. They might be very financially endowed. You probably make good money for a living. You have culinary arts. That's what I'm saying. Catering, chef, food design, recipe developer, food writer. That's what I'm saying, my friend. That's interesting because I just said maybe they have their own garden. Maybe they like to cook, or they like to put their herbs together and do potpourri stuff. And so look at that. So this person has a green thumb. There's a lot of greenery here. All right. The bottom of the deck you have 30s. Tell me more. Who is this person you'll date next? Pile number 3. Who's this person you'll date next? Astrology. And these 2 cards, water sign and I'm done. Culinary arts. I'm done. This is intense. 2 of my Who decks have the same words for you, friends. This is what I'm saying. If you're interested in these decks, I have plenty of copies. Etsy and eBay is how you can find them, or on my Instagram for dirt cheaper than those platforms. This is intense. This is like saying this person has a green thumb. This person knows how to turn anything into gold, anything into life. You give them a seed, they make a big fat, they turn it into a tree. No, I'm just saying, they plant it, they take care of it, they grow it, they talk to it, they appreciate it. They, like this person is just very green thumbish. They could be an earth sign as well. They could be someone who makes a lot of good money for a living, but by their own hands. Because you have, look, see that? Garden stuff. This is garden stuff, kitchen stuff. Yes. Freaking fantabulous, let me tell you, friend. So, let's see. Culinary arts, I'll give you examples. Catering, chef, food design, recipe developer, food writer. I just said that. And if you look at these carefully, my friends, look at this carefully. You got peach twice, peach, and then you have culinary arts twice, and then you got green twice. Look at all these synchronicities. Amazing. All right, let's see. You got 30s here, so it can be someone in the 30s. You have, and these 2 people look like they have the same hairstyle, so they could wear their hair up a lot. Maybe because of the type, the type of work that they do. Maybe they're always dealing with food, or they're always just, their hands are always in everything, and they don't want hair in their food or hair in their projects, hair in the way. You have astrology and the water signs, so they can be into tarot, the occult. They can be into astronomy, astrology. They can be into cartomancy. They can be a water sign. Okay. Let's figure out some more. Light hair. Not sure if that's what's coming in. Probably not, because I didn't shuffle that out. Okay. No, I do want to, I want to pull my fun cards. Hello, my name is. This is a game card, but I use it for divination. Tell me more about this person. Pile number 2. Who will you date next? I wouldn't be surprised if this person had their own little cafe, or this person had their own, or they just had a big fat kitchen. They love to spend a lot of time in it. They probably host a lot of parties. Very sociable people here. These 2 people, floristry, culinary arts, they're both designing. Floral design. Interesting. Look at this. Floral design and food design. So they're probably good at their hands. They probably do some kind of design, some kind of art, some kind of, yeah. yeah, some kind of art. Whether it's food art, flower art, you know, paint art, art paint, all that stuff. Very creative soul here. Alright, tell me more about this pile number 2. Number 2, who will you date? Okay. Who will you date? First one, you got sloppy. Okay. Maybe because they get all into their food, into their crafts. Like, I can be sloppy too. Like, when I'm like putting my goodie bags together to send with each of our decks that we sell, I just lay everything out on the table. I put my laminatables, I put my stickers, I put my crystals or my charms that I'm going to put. I put my organza bags. I put everything on the table, and then I start assembling everything. And, you know, first I want to lay everything out. So they could be sloppy in a sense, but I don't think it stays that way. I think they like to see everything at a glance. Okay, let me see what I'm working with. Let me put all my ducks in a row, or let me put everything out on the table. Okay, I can grab this, I can grab this. Let's see what I'm working with. Let's see what I'm lacking. Let's see what I need to order. So, you know, in a sense, they could be sloppy, but I don't think it stays that way. Flexible. So this is someone who could either work well with others. Sorry. They can work well with others, or they can just be very, like, down to earth. Yeah, earth sign. Down to earth. You know, nothing really bothers them. They're just very acclimatable. Is that even a word? Adaptable. Yeah, flexible to their surroundings. So if they're given just a little bit of whatever, they make a big full meal out of it. If you give them a dish of leftovers, they make a huge meal out of it by adding more to it, by refreshing it. American. And you have well read. So this person's probably very predictable. You could probably read their face well. They probably don't. Oh yeah, look, water. They probably don't hide their emotions. They probably wear their heart on their sleeve. They pour their love into their crafts, their hobbies, everything that they do, their relationships, everything. Do I want to pull these cards? No, I don't. I'm going to save that for pile 3. Alright, so let's see. Pile number 3. I'm sorry, pile number 2. Tell me more about this person that you will date. Tell me more. And then we're going to get into the messages that want to come through. Thank you for being here. All the decks we use are going to always be linked below. Pile number 2. Tell me more about this person you will date. Tell me more. Okay. Let's start. You have Wisdom of the Lightworker. Okay, good. So they're very educated, very knowledgeable. They're probably mastering their crafts. So Wisdom of the Lightworker. They could be a Lightworker. Oh, look at that. You have the light in here again. So this is a benevolent soul. You have a lot of purity about them. Very sweet to be around. You're going to like being in this person's energy. The next one is Ace of Pentacles. So, like I said, they can make anything out of any little thing that they have. Give them an acorn, they're going to chop it up, and they're going to make bird food out of it, or squirrel food out of it. It's like, I have 10 squirrels. Alright, I'm going to chop this little acorn up, and I'm going to make squirrel food and add other ingredients to it. So, Ace of Pentacles is very creative, and they can pretty much turn anything upside down. The next one is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so the Eight of Cups for their energy. Who will you date next? I'm going to talk about greener grasses, right? So this person, the energy behind this could say that they walk away from problems. They're not very confrontational. They like things to be very simple and flowy, just like the water here. So if there is any problems, or if there's any debacle, any chaos, anything that really stirs the feathers, ruffles the feathers, they walk away from it. So you can just imagine this person just not liking drama at all. They avoid it like you wouldn't believe. The reason why is because they don't have time for it. You know, and it could be that they're an empath as well. They can't deal with, they don't have time for different people's dramas or baggages or violin playings. They don't have time for that because they can lower their frequency and they have big things to do, you know. Not saying that they don't care, you know, but they'll probably listen to you, help you figure it out, and then block their heart again, or guard their heart again, so they don't bring on that energy. They can't work from a low frequency. They have to be always in the high vibration. That's why we have light worker here. Exactly. And you got the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, interesting. Ten of Pence, you know, wow, this is like someone who's working their way up. They got from the Ace of Pentacles to Ten of Pentacles. So they, you know, this person doesn't have time for anything that's low frequency-ish, a lot of light. So I would say their mantra is, I am of high vibrations, and I work for my, yes, my highest vibration, and, you know, so I can bring in the things that I want into reality. So they really are benevolent, like I said. They have a good heart. And when you guys come into contact or you guys date, you're going to be like, man, you're so positive all the time. You're in la la land all the time. I love your energy. But how can you help me be positive? How can you help me, you know, try to push my troubles aside and not let them come, you know, get to me? And this person might teach you balance. This person might teach you patience. This person might teach you peace. How to meditate, probably. I'm keeping my options open. So let's see what other messages want to come through. That just tells me that they're very flexible. Okay, what messages want to come through? Courtesy of the person that you will date. Pile number 2. When can I get my stuff? Oh my gosh, that's interesting. I just said it. That we already see the abundance here in the Empress water sign. I'm getting like that flowy heart, attentive Empress. You know, Empress is not a water sign, but the way she's tapped into her heart reminds me of someone who's connected to water, you know, like someone who just, like, it's just a flowing heart chamber that this person has and possesses. When can I get my stuff? Very abundant. That's interesting. It came out again. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. What messages want to come through? Pile number 2. What messages want to come through from the person that you will date next? You have, I want you, no strings attached. All right. So they probably just want to have fun. Want to get to know you. We have a connection that I can't even begin to explain. And next one. This is Love on the Brain. Love on the Brain. These beautiful pink glittery cards. It's from Lovely Gifted Soul. I'll have her link down below. She also does pick-a-cards. She's one of my friends. My near and dear soul sister friends. I can't stand the distance between us. Alright. And okay, that's how I'm going to leave you. Leave this. So I'm keeping my options open. They can be very flexible. They probably don't want to settle down just yet. They're just very flowy. They just want to, you know, get to know you, date you, see where it goes. When can I get my stuff? I feel like this person just has a lot of junk. Yeah, you got sloppy, right? I think this person just has a lot of stuff. They probably have a lot of businesses, a lot of money, a lot of friends, a lot of whatever. And it'll probably end up leaving things at your house by accident, you know? Like, oh my gosh, can I get my, I just left my wallet in your car. And then you're like, oh my gosh, you're always inconveniencing me. So it can be like little things like that. Or you guys, you know, might end up sleeping over at each other's places. And you might say, oh, I forgot my favorite pair of socks. I forgot my favorite pair of shoes at your place, you know? I want you, no strings attached. So yeah, I think, yeah, keeping my options open with no strings. They could just want fun right now. Nothing too serious until they get to know you, of course. And we have a connection that I can't even begin to explain. So that they do see the spark. They do see that there's something there. That's what draws you to them. And I can't stand the distance between you guys or us. So it could be that, you know, they do go for long stretches of, you know, not hearing from you or you not hearing from them. And so maybe that drives you mad. You're like, man, I can never, like, get you on the phone when I want you on the phone because you're so busy. Or you're just, you don't like talking on the phone. Or maybe you're in la la land doing your own things, tending to your own garden because you like to be in your own world. Yeah, your own world. Earth. Your own earth sign. Oh yeah, okay. So this person might be really gung-ho about building themselves, building their career. So it might be a little hard to get them on the phone or to connect with them unless you see each other face to face. And it's different. Then there's like the distance and the connection is so real. I'm sorry, the connection is so real. And then when you guys are apart, the distance is like, yeah, it's out of this world. It's like you're basically on another planet when you guys are not in cahoots, when you guys are not talking. And, you know, they say space makes the heart grow fonder, so I can see you guys really liking each other. But I would say that one person might even feel so strongly about the other. And that's something that you guys have to work out if you want to make it work, you know? It shouldn't be one-sided. So I would say, you know, try to get this person on the same page with you. Like, hey, I'm digging you. Would you like to turn this into a relationship? If so, you know, I would like to see more of you. I would like to, you know, see how far we can take this, you know? Really try to get them on the same page. And if they understand how you feel, because this is an earth sign I'm getting with a lot of love, I'm sorry, a lot of water in their chart. If they understand that there's something worth, you know, entertaining and fighting for, then they will stop what they're doing and really consider your feelings. Because we also have the Empress. They will consider your feelings and tend to your garden too. But you have to give them a reason to want to work on this connection, you know? So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. If not, thank you for returning. And I hope that you can check us out. I have more picker cards coming. And if you want something more personal, I do have my little box right there, inboxing for information. And I do have my readings over on Etsy. Alright, pile number 3. Thank you for choosing sand in a box. Ocean in a box. Hope you're doing awesome. Hope you're well. Hope you're ready for the spring, whatever season you're in actually, because I know we're in all seasons, different seasons around the world. So thank you so much for being here. If you would like to see more picker cards, please do check out my playlist. And if you want the fun train to keep on going, please consider joining the Join memberships or Patreon. It will help bring more energy to this channel. The energy exchange will be so freaking awesome, because then it just motivates me to keep going. So if you're interested in any of that, it's very cheap, like $1 a month. I do have the link down below, and the Join membership is next to my subscribe button. You'll see the Join button. So I thank you so much, and if you like our videos, please do, or my videos, please do consider thumbing up. It will let everyone know. I guess it will help me with the algorithm. It will be so freaking appreciated. And yeah, let's dive into your message. So who will you date next? The sun's coming out. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. I'm so relieved. I have a nice system where we keep all of our inventory, and now everything is making me feel so like at ease. I feel like there's structure and order and organization. So that energy just refuels me. It makes me feel like things are in order, and now I can do my readings and not feel like this, you know, stuff out of whack. So you'll see your readings. Yeah, faithful. Yep. You'll see your readings be more clear as we build this channel with more picker cards. Okay, lovely, lovely. It's a Virgo thing, in other words. A Virgo thing. Okay, pile number 3. Who will you date next? Pile number 3, please help me. New energy, new people, new messages, new cards. Who will you date next? Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Who will you date next? Pile number 3. Who will you date next? Alright. Oh, snap. Get out of here. Really? Oh, okay. This makes sense. Oh my gosh. Why? 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 Okay, I'm done. That's it. That's a wrap. Okay, number 1, you might have an earth sign coming through. It came out 3 times. Yeah, you might have an earth sign coming through. A builder of some sort. You might have somebody who is either a business owner or working their way up to becoming a business owner, or they are already up high up on the rung when in their career, and they make a lot of good money. Yeah, I'm getting some kind of, wow, I'm getting, oh my gosh, pile number 3. I promise you, I don't ever anticipate this, or I don't want this to happen, but it just happens for a reason. So pile number 3, you have a lot of pile number 1 energy, and pile number 3, you have a lot of pile number 2 energy. This is like a whole plethora, or no, a whole combination of pile 1 and 2. I'll tell you what. So pile 1, you had hard labor. Oh my gosh, that's verbatim, seriously. Hard labor and sports and fitness came out in pile 1. You had food services. Oh wait, 3. Food services, hard labor, sports and fitness came out in pile number 1. Floristry and down to earth came out in pile 2. I think with food services also. So there's a lot of 2, a lot of 3 energy. In case you want to look at those messages to see if there's another part of your person that you're going to be dating. In case. Alright, and then I'm going to see. What can I, okay, so I feel like this person either works from home, This person's very good online. They might even have a social media following. We have technology here. They probably do a lot of hard labor, like they're always using their body for work or always working their body. Maybe they're into fitness, because we do have sports and fitness. We do have hard labor. This person could be a crafter, a cultivator. They probably have their own garden. They probably, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, they probably have their own garden, or they're very good in the kitchen, or they have their own like little cafe or something like that, or maybe they manage a restaurant, manage a cafe. Maybe they even make treats and sell them online or something. You have somebody who's much younger. It might be much younger than you, or they just have a youthful page energy. You know, pages, very youthful, bubbly, ready to have fun and be spontaneous kind of energy. That's what I'm getting. You have medium or dark hair, and you got that twice here, medium or dark hair coming through for the person you may date next. You have down to earth. I'm getting a lot of earth energy. Yep, I am. Yep, I'm getting a lot of earth energy. All this green and all this dirt stuff, dirt magic. Okay, and then you have, like I said, sports and fitness. I feel like they do really hard, sports and fitness with hard labor. They probably work really hard in their body. Maybe they work out for a living, or maybe they just are always hitting the gym or running around the block or something like that. See, running around the block, being with nature. I'm getting like someone who's just very grounded. They love being in nature. They probably maybe connect more with, flowers and trees and birds. And the next ones, you have faithful here. Look, more flowers here, more earth. The Empress, right? So in other words, someone who's single. And then you have sense of humor. So yeah, that's someone who has a good personality. Someone who knows how to laugh at a joke when they hear one. They're not so uptight. All right, let me see. I'm gonna pull my fun cards. My Hello, My Name Is cards. I got this. It's a game deck, but I use it for divination. Okay, pile number 3. Who will you date next? Anything want to come through for pile number 3's energy for who you would date? Pile number 3's dating person. Pile number 3's date. What are they like? You got big. Again, you gotta check out pile 1. This came out again in pile 1. So they can be tall, or they can be very muscular. Maybe they have a lot of, bone density, a lot of muscles. Cowardly. Wow, interesting. This can tell me, oh, they are probably a Leo sign. Cowardly lion. Maybe I don't think they're cowardly. I don't think it's that. It could just tell me. This is the only word that will help me go into the Leo energy. So it could be a fire sign, or it can just be that they're very, what's it called, confident and bold, and they go for what they want. All right, tell me more about this person that you will date next. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Who's this person you will date next? All right, you got funny. Oh, I said it already. You got mad. Pile number 3, one last card. Help me describe this person. Okay. I love these little shindigs. These are freaking awesome. They add humor to our readings. Okay, you got funny. Yes, sense of humor and funny. Pretty much same ordeal. Awesome. You got mad. Hold on, let's figure that out. You got unpredictable. So again, pile number 1, we came out unpredictable. Well, no, I think that I said it. I said it was pile 1 was unpredictable. Pile 1's date was unpredictable, but this actually came out in word form. Lifeless. Wow, it's interesting. No, I don't think it's lifeless. I think that this person is full of life. But the only thing that would really make me feel that way is if I saw the word life. You know how some cards come out for a reason, so that it can help jog your memory or help bring a feeling. It might not even mean that I have to go with the words, but this is telling me I should go with part of the word, so life. So I feel like this person is full of life. They bring, I think there's more life to them. So I feel like they might be much younger. Yes, okay, lifeless, because they're young, they haven't lived a long life yet. So they're much younger than you. It can just be a year or 2, 5 max. You got someone who's very creative, like I said, the pages. And then you got stiff. Interesting. They probably have a nice core to their body. Like I said, those abs, muscles, Yeah, you got big, you got stiff. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. And you got mad. That can be some, you know, maybe they're hot-headed, cowardly lion. Their emotions are all over the place. They can be funny, they can be serious, but then, you know, don't mess with them. They can also be like the lion who gets angry if you mess with their cubs, you know. So it could be that, it could be hot-headed at times, maybe because they're still young, you know. You can say immature, I guess you can say that. Maybe they don't know how to deal with their anger issues. Not saying that they will start beating people up. It could just be that they are just very protective, or just very, what's it called? They get irate easily, or they just, you know, let's say, you know, when some people, they get angry and they storm the room. They storm out and they leave the room and they don't come back until like 10 hours later. And you're like, man, you didn't have to go to that extreme. We could have talked about this. We could have alleviated the problem. But because you walked away, so much time has gone by. Is it even worth talking about at this point? So it can just be that they don't know how to channel some, you know, certain energies, certain emotions. So they walk away instead. It could be that. Or it could be that, you know, the opposite side where they, you know, they get angry and they break things, you know? It's, you know, immature energy, I guess. Not necessarily. You know, there's such a thing as anger room. You can go to the anger and start breaking things. It's a way of relieving stress for people. So it could be that that's something that they enjoy to do, you know? Relieving their stress in a creative way. You have peace. I will meditate and be peaceful and calm in my interactions with others in the world. So that's what... That is so funny. So it's like... Okay, so when they get mad, they probably channel their anger in a different way. So either by, you know, booking a ticket, booking a session to break everything in sight inside of a break room, or screaming at the top of their lungs, or channeling that energy into something else. Maybe, you know, turning it into peace, transmuting it into something peaceful. You got mad and then cowardly. So I think they could be good at channeling their energies, their emotions. Next one is creative. Yep, it says creative here already. Creative manifestation. I have the ability to manifest and create positive outcomes in my life. I am open to receive and I am deserving. So they are very creative souls here, that page energy. So they can transmute energy. Good at transmuting. And last one, oneness and unity. So they're good at finding that balance. Yeah, and it could be that the way they deal with things is not what you would see, how it is recommended, you know? Oh, you get angry, let's talk about it. But to them, you get angry, let me go find a zebra to chew on. You know, like the lions. Lions find a way to express their anger in another, you know, productive way. That is more feasible to them, you know? More realistic. Opposed to, oh, let's go get counseling because I'm angry. To them, that's like, but that doesn't help me. I don't feel like spending $20 an hour to have you tell me what's wrong with me. How about I go eat my favorite foods for like 10 hours. Let me go to a buffet and let me figure out how to transmute this anger into something more productive, you know? Because this person's very creative. Alright, oh snap. So what messages want to come through for this person who you will date next? Pile number 3. Pile number 3. What wants to come through for the person you will date next? Pile number 3. Okay. This is a lovely Love on the Brain deck from the lovely Gifted Soul. And so, if you're interested in it, oh my gosh, I'm going to have it linked below. Lovely Gifted Soul's channel. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. Yeah, if you love any of the decks I use, they will always be linked below. And I love using Gifted Soul's decks with my text from the X deck. So, wow. Which one did... Okay, I don't know what came out first. You broke my heart, so I broke yours back. See, that's the immature page of what's it called? Page, yeah, adolescent energy. Yeah, it's kind of like tit for tat, you know. That can be how they react. They react impulsively sometimes. But then they find a way to channel that and transmute it into something positive. But they have to learn the hard way first, you know. I'm lying to you. Okay, interesting. It can be something that they're not telling you completely about, or not telling you right off the bat. I don't think it's something negative. I think it might be Yes, I'm like this big husky man or this big husky girl, but down inside I'm like a soft teddy bear. So I'm only giving you what I feel like you need to see, the exterior. But deep down inside, I got a sense of humor. I got a personality. It can be something like that. I wouldn't say is anything negative, like, oh, I'm lying to you about X, Y, and Z, and oh my gosh, it's gonna change how you look. No, it's more like I give you what I feel like you would be able to, you know, digest. If I tell you too much about me, you might judge me, you know, stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I just said lion. And look, you're my queen, you're my king. So this person could be lion energy. Like I said, big, you got the stiff, like you can think of that as a stiff teeth. You know, ready to sink their teeth into whatever comes their way, like the lions do. And look, you can be the queen, the lioness. If they're the king, you're the queen. If you're the king, they're your queen. You make me happy. I do what I do for you. That's the lion coming through, or the lioness. Our connection is 1 in a million. And not gonna lie, commitment scares me. That's the immature, like, insecure feeling of like, oh my gosh, if I settle down, and they run for the hills, you know, that cowardly lion. Yes, 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 that cowardly lion. That's what that's coming out for. Yes. Look, commitment scares me. But it doesn't mean that they don't want to try to see what could be with this connection, you know. I guess I would say, no, I'm saying what I'm getting from this is that I would take some time getting to know this person before you even think about you know, saying I love you or anything like that. Make sure that this person really is digging you and that this person is committed to you. Did we get commitment? Or was that the first? Oh yeah, we did get faithful. So they are going to be committed to you, but you guys have to like get past the walls first. You're only seeing the exterior. Let's figure out what this dude or this dudette is really made of. Once we get them in the elevator and it's just you and the elevator closed and this person, and then what? Then you'll see what this person's made of and how honest they are, how big they really are. You know what I'm saying? Okay, thank you for watching. You have a lovely day. If this resonates, freaking awesome. If not, freaking awesome. Check out my information bar and how you can book a reading with me. Or if you want any red text, that's a good way to go. I also have them on Etsy. I'll see you next time.